Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. It's great to be back here with you. It's been a little while. We've all been very busy with EMC World, and now that we have a highly successful EMC World behind us, it's good to be back here and give you some views of what's going on in the field marketing and sales marketing department. So today I'm going to take you on a small tour around the world. We're going to start in a very tiny country up north, Sweden, which is a small, mature, very successful EMC market. And we have Anders, who's head of marketing for Europe North, who will be sharing with you some of the sales and marketing initiatives, some of the background to the success story we've had in Sweden. Business has more than doubled there over the past 2 years. And Sweden was one of the early channel optimization countries, and we very early on invested in building up the channel, and sales and marketing worked extremely tight, very, very connected in setting up that new go-to-market model. So that's a really interesting piece to listen into. We're going to go straight from Sweden to China, the complete opposite, huge mega country, high growth country. And I was there a few weeks ago and had the fortune to get to spend some time with Dennis, our president of Greater China. And he is going to talk to you about what it takes to be successful in China. What are the 6 big things that we need to do as EMC to even increase our growth rate? We've been growing very, very rapidly already, and why now is the right time to invest. And we are doing that, and the support to China is, of course, of huge importance for all of EMC. And last but not least, we're going to go to Singapore and get a peek view into the new APJ marketing team that we have formed. And I always say it's all about the team, and it really is. And it was so motivating for me to be in Singapore a few weeks ago and be part of one of the marketing leadership teams and see how all the people in the APJ team are being so successful in driving the marketing model forward. We have lots of new team members on the board. We have, luckily, some of you who have been there for a long time to form this new team, and it's awesome to see. And for those of you who are in marketing, we've talked so much about the rhythm, about the planning, going into execution, going into metrics and measurements, and how we do the sales and marketing handshake. And you can really see this happening in this meeting. So I would ask you all to tap into that. So have a look, enjoy seeing how the EMC marketing, EMC business is happening around the world, and enjoy watching your colleagues.
Well, for a 2-year period, the Swedish business has almost doubled. And we have gained market share in the mid-tier segment from around 15% to up to 30%. So it's been a great success. If I look back to the success factors and why we accomplished that, of course it's a motivated team that works very close to each other. One of the things that I can see marketing contributing into this is the handshake between sales and marketing, that we work very closely to each other to develop the business. And the people that are in both sales and marketing, they get on the same page and deliver the values that we want. And of course, we also had the funding because we were part of channel optimization, so we had almost tripled the normal country funds to drive these programs. And we also had the people who was working almost full time to execute this program. And at a certain stage in the beginning, marketing was almost contributing up to 50% of the mid-tier revenue. It was all these new people coming in, marketing. We had the programs in place, and all the salespeople, they executed on them, and jointly, this was one of the key factors behind the success. Now we have great volume. We are beating net up, and suddenly we are seeing that the channel revenue has really grown, and now. All of these new partners and distributors are gaining a lot of co-op funds. So now they're starting to build their own business case. So we see that our partners are more self-sufficient and driving our business for us. That's where we want to come to, that our partners is helping us to build and develop our business. So we're seeing more and more of that. especially a couple of the largest resellers are now really can hit the market on their own. So we're only there to assist them and try to help them with their business development and drive new product areas, etc., to help them develop their business. We were a small team of sales guys and me. We sat next to each other. So we started to drive these demand gen programs, and we worked with an agency that actually started after these programs, booked meetings for the sales guys. So what we actually did, that we filled their calendars with meetings with customers, and through that they started building their pipeline, and then they went out to the partners and told them, hey, do you want to win this account jointly with me? And these partners said, yes, of course I want to. And from there it took off. We delivered value to the partners, and we built a pipeline jointly, and that's, after that it just continued. So a lot of these partners are still loyal to us now that we brought the first deals to.
And now they're independent and they can run on their own, and you still feed them with leads though, right?
We still feed them some leads, but they are, pretty self-sufficient. They are gaining quite, large marketing funds since they're doing, the business is doing well. They're educating their people. In the beginning we had to do a lot of knowledge transfer, so we had to educate them, and bring them on joint deals together and hold their hands quite a bit. But the more and more these partners are more self-sufficient, they can address the market on their own.
So I hope you enjoyed getting a good view of as diverse countries as Sweden and China, and then all of APJ through the Singapore presentations, through these videos. It was absolutely fascinating to be in the APJ meeting because we had so many new people. And actually Diana from China, she had only been on board 2 weeks. She was the newest member. She'd only been on board 2 weeks, and she was already presenting the EMC marketing and business from a Chinese perspective, which was fascinating. And it's very, very inspirational to see that we have so much talent in EMC. Wherever we go, I see this huge amount of talent, which is very inspiring. One of my favorite parts really is to go to the markets and meet the people who are behind these success stories, behind the executions, who really make it happen, because to me, that's where the magic happens. And as much as I don't like to get on an airplane, I really like to get to your countries. Now, we will, in the spirit of that, we will in the next All Hands marketing meetings make an announcement of how we want to take Best Practice Factory to the next level, actually by building in a component of that. Or how some of you can meet more of the other people, because that is a huge source of us to keep improving as a marketing organization. And in the spirit of Best Practice Factory as well, I really want to encourage you to use that oneemc.com site. Tell us how we can improve that and make it easier, because I think the sharing on that can make a huge difference for us. I look at all of them, just so you know. I get email feeds as soon as you have posted. I look at all of them. I share many of them with other corporate colleagues. So I would love for you to use that even much more. And with that, I would just like to thank all of you for your hard work in Q2 as well. I know it's been an extremely intense month. I know it's very difficult economic climate in many places of the world, so I know it makes it even tougher. We're going to go into second half with a great marketing calendar. We have 54 forums coming up in second half, which I know many of you are now heads down in planning, working with your sales and marketing colleagues around the world. So I'm very excited about the second half. EMC is extremely well positioned. The marketing team is really coming together. We have completed the recruitments of all our teams basically in America, EMEA, APJ, in global channel marketing, and in global inside sales marketing. So we're in a really good position to go into strong second half. And I thank you for all your hard work, and I hope to see you all soon again.